Palm Springs is a movie. It's an Amazon original starring Andy Samberg and Christina Milioti. I really like Christina Milioti. She's in stuff. I mean, I first saw her in 30 Rock. I really liked her in that movie. Show, the episode that she was in. But this is a time loop movie. We've seen these before. Someone wakes up, they're in a time loop. But this one managed to be really fresh and original by adding a lot of new stuff to it, a lot of melancholy, a lot of character development, a lot of new aspects that we haven't seen. It feels like a fresh entry in that subgenre without being too, complicated. It's only 90 minutes long, but it literally uses every single minute of its screen time and script to develop characters and sort of push characters into hilarious ways. Our main character is Niles. He is a party boy who doesn't seem to take anything too seriously. He's a bit of a slacker mentality. He's at a wedding with his girlfriend to celebrate someone else's wedding. However, he finds himself saving the bride's maid of honor when she's supposed to give a speech, and presses her. And while they're about to, he's about to seal the deal, someone attacks him with a crossbow, and he finds himself crawling into a cave injured. She follows him, and now she's stuck in the time loop as well. It's a time loop situation. Sarah is the young woman who now is, so the way that they do the story is that, he's already been in a time loop for a really long time, and she is joining him. So it's like a really cool way of having him explain it to her without having the repetitiveness of either character discovering it for the first time. But the script is really mature. I really liked how they explore certain aspects without getting into them too much. For example, Sarah does something really reckless and dangerous, and she thinks it's fun because according to the rules of the time loop, they can basically do anything they want for the whole day until they either fall asleep or the day ends. So you could literally do like Grand Theft Auto for real. You could literally go buy a machine gun and gun down a whole group of people for no reason, or like go on rob a bank. You can literally do anything you want. Steal a car, rent a car, drive off a cliff. And he mentions that even though their actions don't have consequences, it takes a mental toll. So you get this sort of like dark feeling that he's done this before. And it's said that he was in the loop for so long that he's been there for decades. So can you imagine waking up every single day doing the same day, but then you can literally, at first you'd probably be really kind of excited because every single day you can do whatever you want. You could literally go and eat at every restaurant in the vicinity within driving range, even plane range if you feel like it. But you probably get sick of sitting in a plane just to go somewhere else to eat and then wake up the next day and do the reset. So they imply that he's been doing other stuff, but he mainly likes to wake up, sort of just have a beer, chill in the pool, skip the wedding or do the wedding, or try to have sex with people around the wedding. So they explore different aspects, and they really, play up the dramatic and rom-com angle because he starts to connect with Sarah as they're doing this whole loop thing. However, she wants to try to find a way to leave, but he doesn't want to because it's like a safe bubble for him. So he just sort of stays, he's sort of stuck, and she doesn't want to be. And there's some great twists thrown in there too. I really like the maturity of the script, even though it's got a lot of like comedic elements. But the chemistry, the acting, the writing, everything's top notch for this movie. And it's a great way to do something with a tired old premise, but put a new spin on it, make sure it's good, and like for example, adding a time loop with sci-fi elements like Source Code and Edge of Tomorrow, or adding a horror element like Happy Death Day. You can always do something different with a time loop story. I believe there's also a new one with Frank Grillo called Boss Level, where he has to like fight all these people or something. He's in a time loop. So time loop movies aren't going away. However, this movie was really solid, really mature, a really great script. I definitely enjoyed this one. I give Palm Springs a 7.5 out of 10.